Welcome to episode 32 of the Short Guys Podcast. All you gotta say is you gotta fight for your right to party. The fucking Chiefs are back-to-back Super Bowl champs. I don't care what anyone said. Everyone can say Mahomes and then we're scripted. I don't give a shit because the back-to-back champs are gonna go for a three-peat. It's gonna be the first time ever. And that's why they're the best. And the Lions fucking suck. The 49ers fucking suck. I don't care. It's the boring Super Bowl. I'm going to my rank right now. Mahomes is the greatest of all time. He's already catch Brady. He has 10 years to get another ring to even be in Brady's formula because Brady did go 10 years. I don't care that Travis Kelce yelled at Andy Reid. That's their personality. I saw a lot of bullshit like that on fucking Facebook. That's just who Travis Kelce is. And then I don't know if you saw the other photo. Like it showed like he was just right next to him. He didn't shove him. But yeah, back-to-back champs. New dynasty. Alright.
I just want to say shout out to the NFL season. Great year.
Great fucking year.
The scripts got it good.
Woo!
We'll get into more of the NFL, but let's cheers to it. Cheers to a good season,
brother. And then this episode is presented by Long Drink Mountain Dew. If you want to get a little chill down, drink some long drinks, and if you want to be healthy, have Mountain Dew Zero.
Exactly.
Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us. With zero sponsors right now.
Get the crack a little bit.
Nice.
Alright, now let's get to it. The draft.
Yep.
So this will be our favorite commercials from the Super Bowl.
/ trailers.
Trailers, yeah, there wasn't really that many. I would say good ones.
No.
Because my team won, and I feel bad for you and Lions fans, I'll let you go first. I think I know what you're going with.
Yep. You do. Gotta go with Deadpool, Wolverine.
Yeah.
We'll get into it later. Trust me. This is a serious topic that we have to get into with this movie.
Very seriously. I have my hopes very high.
So do I. So we'll get into this. I promise later. But that'll be my number one overall pick.
All right, and then my number overall pick is a new trailer for King of the Apes.
Yep. That was
King
amazing.
of the Planet of the Apes. That looks so good.
You know, I think it kind of might have pissed me off because they put those two on first. So like it was really hard for any other ones to live up to those.
Yeah, the Wolverine and Deadpool one was like the first fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Or commercial.
Yeah, exactly. Then it just got worse from there. All right. So my next one, I'm actually gonna do another movie trailer. I thought this one interested me very well. Let's go Twisters.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like the whole twist. I don't know. I never watched the first one.
I never did either, but it looked pretty interesting. So I'm gonna just roll with it.
Alright, for my second pick, I'm going with the Mickey Ultra trailer with Messi in it. I've never seen Messi.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I've never seen Messi really in any commercial like that. And it was just a really good one. It was just a cool trailer. And then it showed Ted Lasso actually in it too. It's kind of just for all the soccer fans, it's kind of just like a commercial dream.
Yep, I fell in the bag on that one. That was a really good one. I forgot about that one.
So yeah, alright, what is your third pick?
My next one is, I'm going through the list right now, which ones I have to remember. I'm a little childish. So let's go with the survey one with Michael Cera. That's the lotion. He said, I'll put my lotion or whatever, I'll put my cream on you. Yeah. I got a nice little giggle out of that one, so I'll go to that one.
Alright, and then for my third pick, I gotta go with the Dunkin' Donuts. With Tom Brady, Matt Damon, and then Affleck. I was not expecting that at all. And that was the most Boston commercial I've ever seen. It was just funny. And I love the suits actually.
That was a good one. That was a really good one.
Let's see here. Your fourth.
I'm gonna go with this one. I just remember, so I don't remember if it was good or not. But let's go with the State Farm one that had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
That was a good one.
With is that Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito.
It's not Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito's a football player.
Right. They should have thrown him in there.
They should have. I think he was in a commercial, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I don't remember what it was though.
I don't remember what it was either, but he did make his appearance.
Alright, my fourth one. I'm gonna go with the Bud Light one, the Genie, and then it showed like Paint Manning at the end.
Yep.
I feel like they only had that one commercial, but it was a good Bud Light commercial.
No, that was a good one.
Alright, your last pick or
Last one. Let's see. I'm going through this. I'm just trying to get the ones that I remember. I think a lot of the time I went up and pissed during the time, so I don't really remember most of these.
Yeah, I had to go out and like read up some of the commercials that I went through recently. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember either. So you got the Bud Light one, Bud Light one. You know what we didn't see, which I don't remember? There was no like Doritos ones. The Dorito ones were always the best.
No, they had the one, but it was like the Dorito weird twist. It wasn't a classic Dorito.
Oh yeah, you're right. It wasn't the classic Dorito. I remember.
I wanted a classic Dorito one though.
Yeah, so did I.
Damn commercial. A lot of the commercials were really just trailers, or it was like Paramount Plus or like streaming services trying to get out of there, which is already ruining the game of everything.
Exactly. All right, I got my last one. This one was a nice little feel-good one. It's a little kid inside of me. I'm gonna go with the Inside Out 2.
See, I didn't even see that trailer. I must have been freaking.
So you know how you saw Inside Out, right? With the emotions like in her brain and like control her. So now our favorite, she's a teenager now. So everyone's new favorite emotion came up and it was kind of funny. Anxiety. So anxiety popped up and was like, oh, I have anxiety, and then everyone like was freaking out. I'm like, that was kind of cool.
I know they won't do this, but you want to know they should throw in if they ever made a rated R version for it.
Oh, a horny one.
A horny one, and just like the little horny one trying to fuck the other emotions.
We're getting some like sausage party shit into this.
They're just trying to fuck Joy or something.
Oh my god.
Man.
We're bad.
And then for anxiety, like just has a little weed character running around.
Yeah, right. Smoke weed.
Oh shit.
That's very funny.
We might as well be moving direction.
Yeah, might as well. That'll be a good one. That's funny.
For my last one, I always love these commercials. Is the very end, the Budweiser with the horses.
Yeah, the OG one, because they used to do ones like that when they stopped.
And then that one amazing one where like it was lost and the horses ran and found. Oh man,
right.
That should make me cry.
Yeah. A little emotional night.
All right, so wrapping up the trailer draft or commercial draft, I had King of the Apes, Mickey, Ultra Messy, Dunkin' Donuts, Bud Light, and Budweiser.
Yep.
And then you had Deadpool, Wolverine, Twisters, Survey, State Farm, and Inside Out 2.
Yep.
So that wraps it up. As usual, go vote, please.
Yep, go over.
Alright, now let's get to the big topic. I already kind of got into it right away.
Yeah, big NBA. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, huge NBA.
No,
Alright, what were your thoughts of the Super Bowl?
so realistically, my thoughts are, I was speechless afterwards. You called me right after. You're all hyped and drunk and you're excited, which I understood. But I told you, I'm speechless right now.
I was too.
Because 2 words, Patrick Mahomes. That's all you gotta say. You can't blame the 49ers, you can't blame Kyle Shanahan. We said last week, like, hey, this game's gonna be a big Kyle Shanahan game. He's got all the pressure. What can he do? Well, he made possibly one mistake. He should have took the ball or kicked the ball in overtime, but he didn't, so he took it. But either way, man, like he coached a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, I mean, obviously playing on a level with Patrick Mahomes, who is this GOAT, so this generation, he's going to crush every single record there is at quarterback.
Yeah.
You can obviously tell the difference between the two, but no, we need to stop comparing or putting people in a category with Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes, and then it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's no one even in his level right now.
Yeah.
The way he plays, you called me right afterwards, and we talked about like how he doesn't run in regular season, but when he does in the playoffs, when it matters, he's the smartest runner. He knows when to go down. He knows where the sticks are at. And on that 4th and 1, Nick Bosa made the mistake of going at Pacheco. Are you kidding me? On 4th and 1, Patrick Mahomes gonna take that fucking ball.
Yeah.
And he made a smart run, and I think it was a 3rd and 1 where he dropped back and went up in the middle. I thought he was gonna score.
Me too. I was like, there's no one going towards him.
Yeah, I was like, is this the game ender? Is he gonna run the game? And then I think we gotta fix some of the overtime rules because I didn't know if the game was gonna be over, but supposedly it was the 2nd quarter, like whatever. It was weird. But anyways, you score in the last play of the game. It was an all-time great Super Bowl. I mean, the first half was kind of boring, big defensive game, but for me as a football fan, I sat back and watched it like, damn, that's a good defense play. Oh shit, that's a good punt. Like I appreciated that. But the second half was fireworks and it was all good, man. You really feel bad for the 49ers. I feel bad for George Kittle. I feel bad for Christian McCaffrey. They deserve a Super Bowl ring. And they did everything the right way. They didn't really play a bad game. Obviously, Dre Greenlaw, who tore his Achilles, who was walking out in the field getting ready to go. Because before he got injured, he was a monster. He was flying all over the field like that.
Those first 3 plays, I was like, you're like fucking be able to run the ball.
No, and I realistically, they didn't.
They did.
That's another big takeaway I have from the game too. Like my last point, I'll switch it back to you, but this team didn't deserve to win the Super Bowl this year. They weren't good offensively. They even in the game, they weren't good. You had a drop by Justin Watson during the game, I remember. Pacheco had 2 fumbles. MVS caught an 8-yard pass and ran 6 yards backwards. So, I mean, you lost negative plays. Kelsey only had 1 catch in the first half. I mean, it wasn't a good offensive game. This was the year where if you're an AFC team, you need to take it over because we've said this all season long. Chiefs are only going to get fucking better, man. That defense is young, and if Mahomes didn't win MVP, Trent McDuffie, number 22 on the defense, he's a fucking dog. He's only a second-year player, and he's an all-pro.
He had that one crazy, I don't know who he was on.
I think it was Debo. The one on the touchdown
one. One-handed.
Yeah, and then the play where it was 3rd down, and he ran unblocked right at Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy threw the ball, and they took the field goal. Man, he's a stud, and they're good, and it sucks. I texted my dad this. It sucks that the Lions are good in the Patrick Mahomes era.
Yeah,
when we look back in history 30 years from now, we're going to look back at this era and be like, damn, Patrick Mahomes ran this fucking league, and he will continue to as well. Will he get 7? It's going to be very hard because obviously Andy Reid's a lot more up in age than Belichick was during Brady's reign. And obviously we see Travis Kelsey. When he catches the ball, he goes out. He's not an every down player like he once was, but he's still that old reliable that will have 80 to 100 catches a year, close to 1,000 yards, and he'll be there in the big moments. Honestly, I hated when the Patriots went back-to-back and we're so good, but I appreciate the Chiefs winning. I'm glad the 49ers lost because fuck the 49ers.
Yeah, fuck the 49ers. I did hear some people say that the Lions probably would have made a better game. It would have been more high scoring, but like you touched on, it was a defensive battle.
Oh, yeah.
And one reason why I feel like it was such a great Super Bowl, it even came down to the punts. Like the one punt where it went off the guy's heel.
Right.
Actually, the special teams were a huge part of that game.
Huge.
Even going down the field goal bucket.
Oh, yeah.
That was a clutch. That's the most clutch field goal I've ever seen, really.
Bomb. 57 yards. People don't realize how far 57
yards
yards
gone for 60. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just touching base on the Chiefs. This is their worst year in the Mahomes era, and it's still their Super Bowl champs.
Right.
They're 11-6. Mahomes had to go on the road. He didn't think he could do it. His receivers dropped everything. It was a slow start.
Yep.
But we talked about how Mahomes is so much smart with running. Obviously, the 49ers defense shouldn't have forgotten this, but I think they honestly forgot Mahomes could use his legs.
Right.
He was so wide open. I don't think there was a QB spy. Maybe there was.
Right.
They picked up Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching. I was like, holy shit! Mahomes is actually running on them.
Right.
It just changed the whole game because Pacheco, he just didn't have a good game.
No, he didn't.
They really didn't have anything.
Right.
The first half, that one bomb.
Right.
But then, what was it? Oh yeah, they fumbled it right away.
Yeah, it was right after halftime. A little pitch, and it could have been a little better, but he still dropped it.
But they're only going to be better. They won back-to-back. They're going to pick up someone in the offseason.
Yep.
And they're just going to be better next year. And I love watching it back-to-back because when we were younger, we didn't see the Patriots. It was 2000, 2001.
Right.
We were just getting born and we were in the bellies of our moms.
Right.
But it's a new dynasty. Mahomes is one step. Like you said, he's in his own category. And just looking at Brock Purdy, I think he proved himself.
Right.
People were saying how the Lions would have made a better game or Lamar is better.
Yeah.
But if you look, they lost in overtime by 3 points. Purdy might have done kind of bad on 3rd down conversions. I think he's 3 for 11.
Yeah.
But you just only lost by 3.
Right.
And then touching on the overtime rules, I was more in shock because I heard Romo say it then, right before they scored. They're like, all right, remember, they don't need to score. They didn't let the clock around. It's only the first quarter. And I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So then, right when he said that, that's when I did the play. And I was like, wait, all right, they're not going to do anything. It might be a little trick play.
Right.
But then all of a sudden they scored, and I was like, holy fucking shit.
It almost seemed like the defense wasn't in it. Like, he's wide
open.
open.
And then I heard the 49ers defense guys say they didn't know the new rules.
Right.
I thought only thing that changed is if the first team scored a touchdown, then that means the second team, who gets the ball, gets the chance to score a touchdown.
Right.
I didn't realize it was a brand new fucking game. It was gone to a second quarter in overtime.
Right.
Which I had no idea.
Right. No, I didn't understand it either. Because I had the same understanding you. But I think when they came up with the rule, they didn't expect the team to go an 8, 9, 10 minute drive from the opposing team because they had a long ass drive and went that far. But I this was brought up on the Pat McAfee show and I kind of like it. What are your thoughts on this? What if for overtime just eliminate time, make it no time because we know the rules. Just have a clock going and it's the first team if they score a touchdown, the next team gets the ball score a touchdown, and then next score wins. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point for time because it just gets everyone confused. Maybe they'll redo that this off season. But
I'm just like how the college rule is.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
they shouldn't start from the 40 because
Right.
that's so easy.
Right.
But just get kind of like the clock out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Just give both teams a chance, and then,
Yeah.
like you said, one team scores, the next team scores, and it's just whoever scores next.
Right. And they changed this rule because of Mahomes.
Yeah.
I mean, Mahomes and Josh Allen, they went back and forth that one time.
And then Mahomes was like, well, they changed it for us, and now we can win either way.
Right.
I don't think they'll change it. Maybe they'll make a little adjustment.
Yeah.
No one except fucking Romo
Right.
knew the actual rules.
Right.
But hey, it worked out.
It worked
in his
out.
favor. He was wide open. They did the corn dog. It was
Yeah.
the same play they did against the Eagles last year.
Yeah.
He just ran in and kind of did a little out.
Yeah, realistically, dude, like, that's a nasty play. Like, because usually when they motion, like, they expect them to go across, but for them to stop and go right back out, like, as an offensive mind, like, if I ever coach football, that's gonna be like one of my base plays.
It's like the most simplest play when you're just watching it.
Yeah.
But it does confuse the defense. Like
Yeah.
you said, they're always going to run across if they're in motion
Right.
and then go right into it.
Right.
But it works every time. And you have I think it was Kelsey who kind of goes up and makes a little blocker trying to look like he's going to catch.
He didn't even, like, everyone knew the play. Like, if you watch that play back, he didn't even turn his head. Kelsey was like, I'm going to run and just, like, stand right here because he knows it's going to be wide open. And if you have Mahomes who's, you're 5 yards away, just roll out. One, he can either take off or if it's wide open,
Exactly.
it's easy money every time.
Yeah, it shows how great of a mind the Chiefs are
Yeah.
and Bergerman himself is.
Yeah, and it is crazy. It is cool too to see like everyone. I've been hearing lately like Kyle Shanahan's like the new Andy Reid because Andy Reid when he was with the Eagles, he was with them for 11 years. They made like 4 AFC championship or NFC championships,
Yeah.
1 Super Bowl, but you can never win that big game. Obviously, when you get the quarterback, it's better. This isn't written down on here, but like I want to know your thoughts. Is like, is Andy Reid in the GOAT conversation for coach?
I have to say he is. Only other one I can think of who would be better is Belichick. I'm trying to think of other coaches who even have 3 or 4 rings.
Well,
Go older guys.
yeah, it's some older guys, but I think just the biggest thing I think like the thing about the 49ers coach Bill Walsh, I think he's got like 2 or 3 rings with Joe Montana.
Yeah.
But either way, like he was dominant in the AFC for the Eagles for a really long time. And he won with multiple quarterbacks. He never won the big game.
Yeah.
And now that he's got his quarterback and gets 3 rings back to back for the first time, it's a really compelling argument. Because even some guys are talking in the media like, hey, he may retire. Well, he said afterwards, like, I never even thought about retiring. Like, I love what I do, and I'm fucking Patrick Mahomes. When you have Patrick Mahomes, man, you can literally coach for 10 years.
Yeah, and looking at like Belichick, who you can only compare him to, he had Brady off the get-go.
Right.
And imagine he had a Mahomes-like right away in his career.
Right.
Now he actually has that, and he's already won 3 Super Bowls.
Right.
They're gonna keep winning.
Yeah, and we saw Belichick without Tom Brady, with Mac Jones, Cam Newton with the Patriots, and then even before that, he was head coach of the Browns. Did you know that?
Yeah, it was Saban.
Yeah, with Saban, and I think they made the playoffs 1 year out of the 4 or 5 years head
I
coach.
think the division round they lost.
Yeah, so he never had the best quarterback, but Andy Reid's won everywhere. He had Alex Smith before.
They're
Patrick
still
Mahomes.
pretty damn good too.
Yeah, he coached Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb.
Yeah.
Really talented guys, but not the guy.
So Andy Reid's 65. He could easily coach till 75.
Easily.
Belichick's what, 72?
Mm-hmm.
So, and like coaching, you just got like you don't need to do anything physically.
Right.
As long as you can walk and
Right.
talk, you're pretty much fine.
Right, and I think like you said earlier is like with the whole Kelsey and Reed situation, like that's football, man. Like I saw it or heard AJ Brown said like, hey, if I did that, like I'd be kicked out of the league. Like I get it. Like we can't lie about this. Like if it was a black guy to a white coach, like that's gonna be talked about in the media. And it's Travis Kelsey. Like let's just speak up the obvious. We know what we talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't be doing that, but it's Kelsey. You're gonna let it go. So we can just point out that elephant in the room. But either way, like he wouldn't do that if he didn't respect or like have a good relationship with him.
Exactly. Like I know it probably wasn't the best thing in people's minds.
Right.
But you know, like, the coaches you're close to,
Mm-hmm.
like it's basically like your buddy, but
Right.
you have that respect for like we'll yell at each other, but at the end of the day, we respect each other and we love each other, and that's like it's emotional.
Right.
It's the Super Bowl, one of the biggest games ever. Shit, just like comparing it to like our dads, like when our dads coach us,
Right.
those are the coaches that I probably yelled at the most.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shove him, which Kelsey didn't even shove him, but you're gonna scream at like your dad or a coach that you're really close to.
Oh yeah.
Because you like that's a level of trust. You can react how you like.
Right.
So I think it's a good thing that we actually did see that. It just shows a different narrative and how close they actually are.
Right.
So I just need people to stop on Facebook saying he should be benched, and you're not going to bench him. Obviously, I see how AJ Brown did it.
Yeah.
News.
We know what the conversations would be with that, which it's unfortunate, but that's just the world we live in. So we just got to point out the obvious. That's what it would be. But yeah, like you said, I mean, I'm trying to think back in my career ever. I don't think I've ever gotten into an argument with a coach like that. But we got to realize that like. Maybe my dad, because like you said, it's your dad, you respected me, you coached him all throughout youth league, but like when we played high school sports, we were only with the coach for 2 to 4 years.
Yeah.
And then for me, for football, I had a different coach every year, so I never got to build that bond. Andy Reid and Kelsey been doing this for 12 years.
Yeah, it's been a while. And he already knew Trav because he was coaching Jason.
Yeah, exactly. So he's always doing
something. It's basically like his son.
Yeah, basically. And like you said, if it's your dad, you're gonna get emotional, and especially they were playing like shit. So I get why Travis was like, "Hey, like, give me the fucking ball."
And that's a play that Pacheco fumbled. Imagine Kelsey maybe just made the extra block.
Right. And like they both like made fun of it afterwards because they're like, "Hey, it is what it is. Like we're family. Like families fight. Like that's the shit that happens." So whoever's talking about that, like just let it go, man. It is what it is, and it's cool. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are actually in love, bro. We saw them making out a lot after.
Bro, there's like little high school sweethearts that were just fully in love.
Yeah.
But they're obviously older, so it's not gonna be any dumb drama. And then you probably saw like them singing to each other, singing Taylor Swift song love story to each other.
That's awesome. I love it, dude. Whoever hates it, the older generation.
I hate everyone that hates it. And also another thing about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
She was only shown for 57 seconds.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why people are hating on her when it's the fucking NFL that's actually doing it. But I don't blame the NFL because she's brought in $500 million.
Oh, yeah.
And then another fact, this is the most watched Super Bowl ever, 123.4 million viewers.
Yeah.
And you can probably damn near say maybe 10% of it, or even 20, was because little girls want to see Taylor Swift.
For sure. Yeah.
Every sport should probably want to try to find the biggest star like that and bring them to just bring up the viewership. But
I agree.
People are gonna hate. One person I've seen that have been saying it the most is like living love, and if anyone hates that, they're just hating. RG3, if you don't know who RG3 is and you're living on a rock, Robert Griffin III, he's always tweeting and supporting about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift because they're in love, and people hate to see other people be happy, and most of those people are always jealous, and they just wish they could be them. So stop being jealous. And just respect the love and be happy for others, because that's all we want in life is to be happy. So if you're hating on that so much, a lot of people I've seen, I can mention so many people that are hating on them. And I really want to call them out, but I won't. I'm a good person. Let's just say a lot of them work at old Wesco, and it's a lot of girls that are just so jealous, maybe because they don't have a chance with Kelsey.
Right.
But grow the fuck up.
No, I agree. Well, before we move on to any other topic, we got to get this in because it's another big thing that kind of has some controversy or not, but I was pretty surprised about the halftime show. I actually really liked it. What was your thoughts?
I really liked it. If you actually just watch the performance,
it
was a great performance.
Yeah.
I would have probably, I feel like most people who didn't like it, you probably want to see different song choices.
Right.
But he still did Peace Up A-Town, and he did all of his other ones. He brought in Ludacris, he brought in Little John.
Yeah.
Obviously, people probably want to see Bieber. I did too.
Yeah.
But then I saw that Bieber still want to be part of it, which is fine.
Yeah, for sure.
But we got to see My Boo with Alicia Keys. That was a little questionable.
If you're Alicia Keys' husband, you better watch out.
And then you see that Usher got married right after that?
Yeah, I did see that. He's like, it's my last day being single, let me just feel upon Alicia Keys.
The whole song is My Boo.
Right.
You're supposed to, they're acting.
Right.
And that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
And then he's roller skating around, he did everything. Took off his shirt for the girls.
And he still sung well too. I didn't expect, when we first talked about this is gonna fucking suck. When fucking Usher was good 10 years ago, and I thought it was those first couple songs I didn't know. I don't know if it's his newer music or really
I heard
stuff.
that he wanted to come out with some new songs.
Yeah.
But still, it's still good for performance.
Yeah, exactly. They were good performances. I just didn't know what it was. Once he got songs that he knew, I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, shit. Same thing like last year with Rihanna. I was like, fuck yeah, she came out with that. She got that banger.
That is a good. I love the performance.
So did I. I thought it was really well. I mean, it was pretty good. I don't know tier-wise how. I mean, it's one of the more memorable ones, and I really enjoyed it, so.
Yeah, it was better than I'm trying to think of one that was really bad. Like the Madonna one.
Yeah.
Like 6
The
years
Katy
ago.
Perry one was interesting because then she was riding on a fucking tiger
Yeah,
and that
and
was
then
weird.
the one his last time was 49ers and she was who was it? J-Lo and Shakira.
Oh, yeah, that was controversial.
I think like that was still better than that one. So
Yeah. I mean, I like the endings. They were shaking some ass at that.
yeah, they're doing a little hip dance.
Yeah.
That was good. That was a
It was
good
good.
performance.
No, I agree. But, alright, that wraps up some NFL talk, I think, unless there's anything else you want to add
No,
on this one.
no, I think that's it for NFL.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, what do we want to get into now? We got some NBA, I threw a little college in here, and we got some, obviously, Marvel movie.
I say we go into Marvel.
Alright, let's get into this.
All right, Marvel.
What initial thoughts? What are your initial thoughts when you saw the trailer?
When I saw the trailer, I was like, yes, this is the Deadpool that I've always wanted.
Yep.
It's literally Ryan Reynolds acting like himself, and that is what has always made Deadpool movies so good.
Right.
It's him acting himself, and Deadpool's just funny as shit. They don't ever force anything because
Right.
it's Deadpool.
Right.
And then for us Marvel fans, like the freaking shit, what is it called? They go and get it. Fuck.
The TVA?
Yeah, TVA comes and gets him. So he's basically gonna go and fix all of his worlds that he messed up at the end of Deadpool 2,
Yep.
where he's a time travel.
Right.
And then you could see that he's going back to where his Avengers Age of Ultron in the winter.
Yeah.
So he's gonna fight there, and then if you saw at the end, there's a little comic over there
Yeah.
that is
Secret Wars, yep.
And then if you saw the bottle that was broken, that is
It was the Hulk,
the Hulk that Stanley drank. So then I heard that Deadpool's gonna be fighting Hulk. So maybe it's Deadpool and Wolverine having to fight one of the 3 Hulks.
Ooh.
I hope it's Edward Norton's.
Yeah.
So that'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
And Marvel, I think this will happen. This movie is gonna save the MCU.
It's going to. I agree, and I'm super excited for it.
I'm pumped.
What do you think? What do you think about this? Because let's look back at this. He didn't die at this time, but what if he goes back to the Age of Ultron and he saves Quicksilver?
Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
Because he died in that movie, which sucked. He was a really good actor, and it would have been a good character in the MCU. Like, what if he went and saved him?
You know what would be funny? You know how he died when he was talking to Hawkeye?
Yeah.
And he just gets shots all of a sudden?
Yeah.
I can see Deadpool like slowing down time real quick and
Yeah.
just killing the guy just like that and be like, alright, you're good.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, no bullets?
Right.
It'll probably be really funny too.
It would be, because then the other Quicksilver from X-Men showed up in WandaVision. So it's
Oh,
Evan Peters
yeah.
again. So I wonder. I'm very excited because this is gonna tie in so many. This is the movie that's gonna bring in all of the universes, the Sony,
Fox.
the Fox, and then the actual Marvel, and it's gonna tie it all in, which is pretty. You can't have a better character than Deadpool too. And we're gonna have some good fucking action scenes that we have not had in so long. With
All
Deadpool's going to kill people.
all Deadpools are so good too. Him
Yeah.
with his pistols and cutting fuckers up with a sword.
Right.
It's gonna be, oh my god, it could save the MCU.
It could, and it will. I think that's why they're making it the first movie and the only movie coming out this year, because
Yeah.
they know like this is the one that's gonna jumpstart what we need, especially the whole Kang situation. Like this needs to be the movie that fucking jumpstarts everything.
Do they show him a new villain at the end?
That's the thing. Who was
But
it?
if it is Fox, Doctor Doom.
That's what I'm saying, Doctor Doom, or maybe there's another Kang variant that they already did. Like there's so they can go so many ways with this
Or
movie.
is
Bringing in the
Ultron to
universes.
see Deadpool and then he like somehow grabs a TVA machine or some shit?
Yeah. And there was another thing, like, I watched a breakdown of the trailer, like, there's parts in that where he's in the void. So how many characters in different universes got zapped and are in the void right there too? Like, there could be so many dead, different variants from all over any universe. You know, we could see maybe a Captain America in a different universe that died or something. You know, it blows my mind when I'm thinking about it. There's so much shit that can happen here.
Did they bring in Black Widow? Because I don't know.
Maybe Black Widow. Yeah, maybe there's been a Black Widow variant. You don't know.
I
There's
did
so much
see-
that can go on.
Who was it? I think it's Straw Hat Goofy or it was someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But they paused the clip where it shows Deadpool's hands shooting.
Yeah.
And it's not his normal guns, it's not his normal gloves.
Yeah.
They think it could be the female Deadpool.
Oh,
Which
shit.
also could be rumored it could be Ryan Reynolds' wife, Blake Lively.
Oh shit! That'd be crazy.
That'd be really cool.
That would be cool. Like, there's so much shit that they can do, and it makes me feel good too that Disney's gonna approve of this because Disney's Disney, obviously. But it's gonna be cool getting the Deadpool movie because it was right in the trailer when he's like, oh, I'm gonna get pegged. I'm not used to that, but Disney is. And looked at the TV, like the screen. You're like, okay, this is a fucking.
And he breaks the fourth wall. Like that's the greatest thing about this whole thing.
Right. Like we've seen it. I think what was it? We saw it in WandaVision. No, in Multiverse of Madness with Wanda. She kind of looked at the screen when she was going back to her other self with the kids. She looked at it for a second, and then She-Hulk did as well. Yeah. That last stupid scene, whatever the fuck that was dumb. Where she talking about like that robot and like So, but I'm excited, man, and I think it will save the MCU, and it's what the MCU needs because we haven't had a good movie, fucking besides Guardians of the Galaxy. But besides that, I mean, most other movies are okay. We haven't had any groundbreaking movies since then. No.
But they're going back to their OG, only having one movie a year.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good thing.
Right, and it's gonna. This whole thing's gonna set up Secret Wars, which if you don't know about Secret Wars yet, it's gonna be fucking crazy.
That could bring in so many characters. I hope they bring in all the old Spider-Man.
So do I. I think they might. Well, I mean, you have so many endless things that can happen as well. And then did you see that the Marvels is on Disney Plus now?
I need to watch that still.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was interesting, but like at the end, Kamala Khan, she brought in no, Hawkeye's the
girl.
Yeah, what's her name? I don't remember.
It's a weird name.
I don't remember. But she brings in and she's gonna build the Young Avengers.
Oh yeah. So we'll be curious who they do with the Young Avengers.
Right. Then obviously the second one had the Beast and I don't remember.
Oh, Catherine Bishop.
Yep. That's right. But yeah, man, that's gonna be interesting. I'm really excited, and I can't wait. Like I was telling Cam before we started, I'm rewatching every X-Men movie in chronological order so I can get that background in. And I actually did watch the first Deadpool last night. I fell asleep because we took a little nap out here, but I did watch a little bit of the first one. It just gets me pumped. I fucking love Deadpool.
Deadpool is honestly right there, Spider-Man, Captain America, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
I love Deadpool.
And like you said, it's Ryan Reynolds playing himself as a superhero. Like he's automatically a funny guy. He makes funny jokes. Like the first thing I remember is like yesterday when he killed the one dude that like fucked up his face and shit, and then Colossus comes up behind him and he like smacks him, hits him with the nuts. He's like, "Dad!" And picks one and throws it.
Or how about in Deadpool 2, or is that in the end of Deadpool 1? He's like, "Alright, be ready for the superhero landing."
Yeah.
He's just so funny.
Yeah, he is funny, and I can't wait. This is what the MCU. We haven't had like an MCU movie like this where the character is just automatically funny, and like in the trailer he dropped a fuck too, so like he's gonna be himself.
It is gonna be rated R, right?
It has to be.
I think so. I think they said this would be the first one.
Yeah, which is good. They need to get out of this like you said, fucking Deadpool. He's just going through killing people, shooting them, snapping their necks and shit. Like, I love it, dude.
Woo. All right, we can talk about Deadpool all day.
Yeah, we could.
Well, all right, college. Chip Kelly leaves UCLA to be the OC of Ohio State.
Yeah.
Do you think if Ryan Day keeps choking, they fire Ryan Day and be like, all right, Chip Kelly, it's yours?
I think they would, but I don't know if Chip Kelly wants to be the head coach. Because it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it kind of does. It makes sense because you don't want to be the head guy nowadays because of all the NIL bullshit, all the transfer. You don't want to deal with that. You just want to be a football coach. Yeah. So from that understanding, I get you want to go be the OC and don't worry about that, just coach football. But I just don't understand. Like UCLA is going into the Big Ten conference. Like you're starting to gain new stuff. So why would you want to move and go be an OC? I don't. We'll see how it ends. We'll see how it ends.
It might be in the NIL stuff, like you said.
It might be. That's the only thing I can think of because, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to be the head coach of a now Big Ten program where you can build and now recruit that side. Yeah. To go be an OC at Ohio State, which I just think it's hilarious. Just to say like. Fucking Ryan Day he has to beat Michigan and has to win the national championship.
If he loses Michigan this year, he might as well get fired.
Yeah, in which I'm satisfied to the day I die because we won the national championship and we deserved it. It was the best year ever. Like we played fucking good. So I understand if we lose that next year, but like all the transfers they brought in, Ryan Day now getting legit coaches. Like this is your time, and if you don't win, like I'm going to laugh so hard, and that's why I think this move that Sharon Moore made as bringing Wink Martindale at the DC is huge. Let me just give you a little backstory real quick. We talked about how a couple weeks ago Jesse Minter and Mike McDonald, the head coach of the Seahawks, they were in this past 3 years, they were the DCs of Michigan, and they came from Baltimore. But okay. Okay. They were assistants in Baltimore. Their head defensive coordinator at that time, Wink Martindale. So you're keeping that same philosophy in Michigan and getting the head guy there, which I'm surprised he didn't get any defensive coordinator jobs in the NFL. But shit, dude, I'll take him at Michigan, and I'm really excited to see what he can do because we still have a lot of good pieces on defense and shit, dude. Like if I tell you what, next year, November 12th, 13th, 14th, whatever it may be, when we play Ohio State, and if we beat them, oh, you think I wasn't that insufferable this year, but if we beat Ohio State with all the transfers that they made, they brought in a couple of Alabama guys, they brought in a shit ton of top guys. Yeah. Like they need to win. If they don't, I can't fucking wait, dude. I'm actually pumped for Michigan this year. I would beat the shit out of Ohio State.
I didn't hate Ohio State as much as you do, but I do hate Ryan Day. I think it was after the Notre Dame game.
And he gave his little speech or whatever.
Yeah, like it looked like he's a little bitch that's complaining.
Yep.
And he just annoyed the fuck out of me. He was whining so fucking much. I was like, alright, you lost my respect right there. I don't like you.
Yeah.
I never really did like him, honestly, ever since he replaced Urban Meyer.
Right.
I just get a bad vibe from him, so hopefully he fucking loses and gets fired.
And that's why I think realistically he's not a bad coach because he beats everyone that he should, but he hasn't beat Michigan the past 3 years, which obviously is awesome for me because I'm a Michigan fan. I love it. Yeah. But I just think he's a crybaby bitch, and I can't wait.
He is.
And it's kind of, I don't know how to. It's a power move because all the moves that he made, like bringing, because even their quarterback, he came from Kansas State. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you heard about Will Howard. He's a very athletic, big dude. He'll be a good quarterback. But I just think it's hilarious. You make all these moves because you know your job's in jeopardy and you need to be powerhouse. But if they fail, like I will be the first person to laugh and say this guy fucking sucks, and Yeah. But I'm excited as a Michigan fan because Sherrone Moore has got the boys going, and Wink Martindale, he's had success in the NFL, and I'm really excited for this season already.
I'm excited for the NFL season already. Just got done.
Me too.
But it is officially NBA time.
It is in the NBA time.
So we'll start off with the fan question. Andy said, so with the trade deadline being done, the Lakers don't make a move, and the Bulls haven't made a move since 2021. Do you think that is smart? And then he talked about how he thinks the 65 games should be in play because stars should play. First go with the Lakers, so that's kind of part of our agenda.
I want to say shout out to Andy because I talked to him on the phone. He said I got a good NBA talk. He said I'm gonna dial into NBA. So these are good NBA questions, Andy. Yeah, I appreciate it.
They surprised me.
It is. I figured because it was funny. He called me. He said I just put in a question. He said you guys need to make it longer. I'm like, well, I can't do anything about it. He said, well, let me know how it is. Like I'm really dialing into these basketball. Yeah. And then you're over here like, God damn it, you smart bastard.
I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're like, is this you or is this someone else?
Alright, so answer his first question with the Lakers. We'll tie that in. Can the Warriors and Lakers turn around? They didn't really make any trades. The only thing that happened was Spencer Dinwiddie signed with the Lakers, which I think is a great move. You can either start him or bring him off the bench. If you bring him off the bench, you can actually lead the bench. Right. You don't have to rely on Austin Reeves or whoever, really. I think the Warriors and Lakers can turn it around, and we're already seeing it right now. The Warriors are turning around. Ever since all that shit about Clay, he's actually been balling.
Right.
Draymond has been balling. Steph is obviously balling. Kuminga is freaking next up.
Right.
The number 2 guy.
No, he is.
Wiggins, I think they probably should have traded him.
Should have.
But, I mean, his trade value is probably really low.
Right.
Well, I think the Warriors and Lakers can turn around. I was looking at the standings today.
Yep.
I don't really see any team under that 10 spot to really make a move. I
agree.
Same with the East and West. Those 10 teams from 1 to 10, it's going to be those same teams, but obviously the standings might move around a little bit within that.
I agree. Yeah, you definitely can tell. I'm looking at it right now. You can see the bottom teams are the bottom teams. They should be the bottom teams. Yeah, I think they could turn around. They're both really veteran-led groups, and right now the Golden State did pop in that 10 spot, so they will make the play-in. And I mean, you take them. So it's 8, 9 versus 7. Wait, is it 9 and 10 versus 8 and 7, right? Yeah. So if this were to happen now, the Lakers and Golden State would play.
Yeah.
Winner would
play the loser of the 7 and 8.
Gosh, in 7-8 we get the 7th spot. So that, I mean, we've seen that before. We've seen LeBron, I see 3 Rams, and shoots for the middle and fucking lion ass. We know that was. But I think they can turn around. And it was surprising to see them not make any moves, but there was really no blockbuster. I think both teams knew that there was no guy out in the market that could change them right away.
Correct.
Obviously, you get rid of Wiggins, but I mean, with Wiggins' value and the championship blood that he has, I mean, he can only get better. I hope at least.
I think he will get better. He always does kind of turn up in the playoffs.
Exactly, and I think that's what they're hoping for. You really couldn't make a move. I'm really surprised they still kept Chris Paul though. I really thought. I mean, with that contract and how old he is, it's probably hard to move. But
would anyone actually want to trade for him?
That's the question too. Probably not. So I'm surprised they even made the move in the first place. We talked about that when it happened. And Lakers, they have a lot of talent. Obviously. It's LeBron and AD. When the playoffs happen, we saw them make a run last year. They can do the same thing this year because the OKC and Minnesota lead the West right now. They're both unproven. Same thing with New Orleans. Like, they're unproven as well. So if you get a matchup with any of them, I like it. In the first round, and then obviously the Phoenix, they still need to mesh, which I think it takes more than just 1 year to mesh and really make a run. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's all basketball history. You never see a team that gets brought together 1 year and just goes and takes off. I mean,
I want to see the Celtics, but they're all Rayon.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the one thing. I'm just thinking back. I mean, even with Toronto, that was a built culture. They just added Kawhi.
Correct.
The Pistons, I mean, they were built up, and they brought in Rasheed Wallace at the trade deadline. But I mean, either way, like it takes time to build up and
especially young players.
Exactly.
Who don't have any experience.
Right. Exactly. So I think Phoenix is probably another year or two behind. They're a good regular season team, but obviously the Clippers and Denver, they've been ruined for a while. Wouldn't be cool. I don't know if it'd be cool to go back and back with Denver and Jokic, but at the end of the day, man, I really like the Clippers, and if the Clippers win that bitch, I'll be fucking fine with that. And as we're on just topic of NBA real quick, it blew my mind. I looked at the standings. Cleveland's the number 2 seed right now.
I know. I saw that. They're on like
a 9-1 win streak.
Yeah, last time. Mitchell's been balling low key. Like, they kind of snuck up on the Bucks.
They did.
And all of a sudden, there was a 2 seed. I was like, damn, okay.
The first 4 to 5 seeds, I mean, Philly with Joel beating out, like New York, Milwaukee, Cleveland, they're all within 3 games. They can all jump each other. And we know seeding matters when playoff happens. It's all about matchups.
It is. Seeding in basketball is it's probably the most controversial thing. We saw it last year. Like, the Grizzlies were not trying to play LeBron.
Right, they weren't ready. They were just like I just literally said a couple minutes ago. Like, they were too young. They weren't. Exactly. You need to be battle tested first. They came in, and then even the Warriors. I mean, they were defending champions, but I mean, LeBron and AD just took over. Steph's, so that is what it is. But yeah, fuck man. And Boston's only got 12 losses this year.
Yeah, so
41-12.
I talked about last week how I'm gonna slowly predict the teams that will win the ring.
Yeah.
All the teams I'm gonna say. Okay. Boston Celtics will win a championship this year. One of the teams. I'll eventually tell you my formula of why. Okay. But that's the first team that is in my bubble of championship teams.
Okay.
Obviously, they're the 1 seed. Right. But I'll get down the line eventually when we get closer. Okay. To why I'm saying these teams.
Okay. So let's just add it in here real quick. So this is Cam's bubble. How many teams do you have in this bubble?
It is
2.
I gotta have a little more time to see what happens over the next 2 weeks.
Okay, so this is just the start. This is the obvious number 1 overall pick. Like, hey, the Celtics are the first team that will or can win a championship
it's gonna
this
be
year.
one of the teams that wins the championship this year.
I can see that. They're all around. I don't know if we've talked about Boston enough, but they're all around. They've had the best starting 5 in the league.
Easily.
Probably need a little bit more depth, but either way, man, when you have multiple guys that can put up 20 on any given night, like, I think you're gonna be straight.
All right, and then just ending with the Warriors and Lakers. Would you want Draymond on your team? Obviously, people think he's mental and Nurkic hates him. Mm-hmm. I think he's the motor of any team. Like, he can do everything. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it would work maybe on other teams, but in Golden State, they need him still to win a championship.
Right. It's
just hard to say because we've never seen him with any other team. We don't know if his factor would actually correlate with other teams.
Right. I'm just thinking in the Pistons case, the Pistons needed Draymond Green.
They do.
They need someone like that. Like, it's a young team that could take him. Draymond's one of those guys that, like, you hate to play against, would love for him to be on your team. He's just a fucking pest, and he does stir some shit up, but He's fit for Golden State. I think he would fit. It's really tough, man. I don't know if he'd really fit in Milwaukee, Boston.
Yeah. I think he'd fit the Sixers, him and Embiid.
Sixers, yeah, I can see that. You can run a little point, give Maxey a little time off. I mean, OKC could use fucking Draymond. Minnesota could use a Draymond. Like, even though they're already big as is, you can play Draymond at the 3 or something. But Sacramento for sure would need a fucking Draymond if they want to go over anything.
Yeah.
Dallas could use a Draymond.
That'd be cool. Him and Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah, so I mean, he's still valuable. So I would say, yeah, I would want him on my team, depending on how my team was built. Like, I don't see him with the Celtics. Like, I'm sorry, they're star powered. I don't see him with those other teams that I said, but like those teams that just, yeah, he's got value in this league, and if I'm one of those younger teams, I would take him.
All right, now there's a huge matchup. We saw Steph's game winner.
Yep.
You gotta ask the question again. Who do you think starts, Steph or KD?
This is tough, man. I'm gonna ask you the question first. What are your thoughts? Because I need to break this down a little bit.
Obviously, looking at their attributes, KD is better one-on-one. No one can guard him.
Right.
He's literally unguardable.
Right.
Put him on one-on-one, KD would probably win 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
He's just long and lanky. He's one of the best scorers ever with KD.
Right.
Or not KD, with Kobe.
Yep.
But I think Steph is better. He's proven that he can win without KD. He can lead a team. He's done the one thing that KD hasn't done yet. He hasn't been the leader of a ship yet.
Right.
Steph literally did it after the injuries and all that, and he did it against the Celtics.
Yeah.
And Steph just brings a winning culture, and he's still the greatest shooter of all time. And I just like Steph better, but like KD, like he's
KD.
KD. He's
That's all you gotta say.
He's a 2K player, but like it's kind of the same thing we talked about bringing LeBron back into this, or like Jordan and Kobe. Yeah, one-on-one, like scoring wise,
Yeah.
you could say Jordan and Kobe, but he does more.
Right.
Steph actually does play make. He gets assists. You don't really see KD running an offense. You see it to him in the post.
Right.
He's like the best second guy.
Yeah.
Even if the Warriors, Steph still ran the offense.
Right.
He moved around, no one can guard him.
Right.
And then KD was he's like the sniper. He's literally a sniper.
Yeah.
Like he's the guy you go to get those clutch points. But
Right.
Steph is a system.
Yeah. I agree.
So it's really hard to fucking say.
It's hard. So as you were saying that, as I'm breaking down in my head, real hoopers and guys that have played the game, and even NBA Hall of Famers will say, all around a better basketball player, I think you're going to go with Kevin Durant because all the tools that he has, but a better legacy and a better player to fit a system, or maybe just greatness in general. Steph's this is the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
He has 2 rings without Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant doesn't win if he doesn't go over there.
Correct.
Like Kevin Durant is a wingless Charles Barkley that we talk about as a great player that's never won if he didn't go over to Golden State. And it takes a certain superstar, certain player to take a step back when you know someone's better.
Yeah.
So I think greatness-wise, all around in the story of basketball, Steph's better. But if you're a true regular hooper and you know the game in and out, Kevin Durant's a better player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even say like it's what you want, because I would want both of them.
I would too.
You can build teams around Steph Curry that you know he's going to take his shots. You know he's going to play me. You can also build a team around fucking Kevin Durant and get shooters around him and let him fucking eat. You know what I mean? So that's just a tough question. But
I don't know. KD should have never left Golden State. He was smiling after they lost.
Yeah.
But then again, like I loved it for Steph that he would win without him.
So right.
But the way that KD likes to play basketball, he should have just never left Golden State.
Yeah, I agree. If you wanted to get more rings and rack it up, like if he would have stayed there, he would. They both would have 4, 5, 6 rings right now, maybe, because they should have won against Toronto if him and Clay don't get hurt.
Yeah.
We can say that. That's just obvious. But to be a championship team, everyone faces flaws and ups and downs through the season. What happens? We all know that.
All right, now with the Super Bowl all done, and then this weekend, All-Star Weekend, kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it does.
I feel like it should almost be like maybe not this week, but next week, because like the Super Bowl just happened.
Right, I agree.
Kind of out of nowhere, but we will just go over some predictions. So, start it off easy. Who do you have, the East or the West?
I'm going to go the West.
I agree. I think the West is just way better.
I agree.
Like they literally have LeBron, Steph, and KD, and Steph's not even starting.
Right, hold on. Let me, before you get into that, I mean, they have a 3-point contest and the dunk contest. Participants already out.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull that up before you keep going. 3-point, because I didn't even know that. I haven't seen it. 3-point.
Yeah, they didn't really announce it that much.
All we've heard about is the Sabrina and Steph. Like, I don't.
Are we getting into that? I think Steph is going to win. I think
Steph's
Steph's
gonna
lose to a girl.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they did come out with the Rising Stars teams too. It's like the All Stars, the first pick team, and then the Indiana team.
So, Rising.
Or what was up? Yeah, the Skills Challenge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
Rising Stars, I'm not really going to pick. It's
No. Skills
kinda
Challenge
random.
2024. Let me see. Contest these.
I already got my pick, so I'll just go.
Yep.
For the Skills Challenge, I'm going to go with the All Stars. It is Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Maxey, and Trae Young. I think you always got to pick the team that has an overall talent. Like, you need a person that can shoot, Trae Young.
Okay, so you're picking Team All Stars.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tyrese Maxey is really quick, and then Scotty Barnes is all around player.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with them.
Okay, I am going to go with the team top picks. I think Victor, Powell, and Nate Edwards, I think they can come out. Team Pacers, it's cool because it's in Indiana, but
Yeah.
yeah, they ain't going to do it. I'm sorry.
Alright, and then for the 3-point contest, I'm actually going to go with Trae Young. I think he's just pissed that he didn't initially get picked for All Stars.
Right.
And I think this is what Trae Young is. This actually his first 3-point contest?
I think it is.
I think, and Steph's not here, so I feel like this is his chance.
Right.
And he's a mini Steph, so I think he's gonna go off.
Let's see here. Who am I going to go with?
There's a lot.
Cat's already won before, right?
Yeah.
He's won one a couple years ago.
Dame's the repeating.
Dame's the repeating. Dame could go back to back. Malik Beasley, interesting, but I don't know. Jalen Brunson is a good 3-point shooter, but you don't know. I'm gonna go with hometown team. Give me Tyrese Halliburton. I think at
That'd
home,
be cool.
I think he would win at home, and he's gonna shoot a little better. That's my guess.
And then for the dunk contest, this is really hard.
Interesting.
I really wanted to pick Jalen Brown, but I feel like some guys are just really good in-game dunkers. If you watch Jalen Brown, like he just gets up high and does windmills. I'm gonna go back-to-back champ Mac McClung.
Who's Jacob Toppin? Is that Obi Toppin's brother?
Yeah, he's on the New York Knicks G League team. They got 2 G Leaguers on this.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go Mac McClung because I feel like his best thing is he can come up with dunks we've never seen before. We saw it last year.
Right.
And shit, we've seen Mac McClung highlights
Oh yeah.
in high school. Like he's just a dunker.
Yeah, Mac McClung is definitely gonna win.
So I'm going with him.
I agree with you. I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, how many hot guys? I don't know how much cool his dunks can be. He's kind of a bigger dude. Like,
Yeah, he doesn't get up.
No,
You
he
might have to do
doesn't.
like really like 2 hanging dunks with like 2 different balls, or he
right.
doesn't have to do more skill set stuff. But I've never. I think he did win in high school, but like it was high school dunk contest.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe he'll surprise us, but I still think he really has that jumping factor, that bounce.
I remember Jacob Toppin. I remember him. He played at Kentucky. I remember seeing him.
He might be jumping, but
He might be. I mean, he's kind of. I mean, we don't know anything about him, so I'm going Mac McClung. And Jalen Brown is interesting. I wonder what he can do. He's a lengthy guy that can probably maybe a good little windmill or 360.
He's the
But
biggest star I feel like that has been in the dunk
for
contest
sure,
in a while.
a long time. Because they usually just kind of throw because no one wants to go in it. So be cool. What we need to see it in Ant Edwards, John Morant, Zion Williamson. Name one more person to fucking do
Shit,
that.
just do Mac McClung.
Mac McClung,
Back champ.
Bro, that'd be the best dunk
You
contest
know,
ever.
or shit. Let's throw in Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon too.
Throw him in one more time.
Bro, you know how cool that'd be?
That would be cool.
That'd be the best dunk contest I've ever seen.
I agree. We need that, but
And then they should have Jordan as the judge.
Yep.
You gotta put in Vince Carter.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of other. Obviously, I put in
Dr. J.
Dr. J, Dominique Wilkins.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think of one more guy that judges decent. Not
Shaq?
Let's do Shaq.
Yeah.
Not fucking D Wade, because he's fucking like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm closer as you, I'm gonna do you.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that.
Or sorry for any women that watch this. It's not how we're in there. Like, sorry. I know you guys have maybe
They
6
think
dunks in
any
their
dunk
history.
is impressive.
Yeah, they have 6 dunks in their history. I know you're gonna be a Brittany Griner's probably got like 5 of them. So
No, for real.
yeah, that's how I feel.
Alright, now we did have the trade deadline last Thursday.
Yep.
So I'll go over my losers.
Okay.
I think it's pretty obvious. It's the Kings and the Bulls. Like Andy said, the Bulls haven't made a move since 2021. Like, what are they doing?
Right.
They're probably not going to make the play-in.
Right.
They just had DeRozan, Vukovic, Kobe White, and Levine just kind of playing there.
Right.
Like, move some there. Are you rebuilding, or you're just wasting their talent right now? And obviously the Kings, because they need to make a move. Like we thought 2 years ago, or maybe 2 years ago, where they almost beat Steph and them in Game 7. Like, this is their next up.
Right.
But they haven't gotten any better.
No.
They have the same team. I just feel like they need one more guy to put them over.
I agree.
And then for my winners, we'll probably have the same ones. For the Mavs, I said the Mavs because they got PJ Washington and Gafford.
Yep.
Both big guys who can throw alley-oops too.
Yep.
My favorite trade, Thunder, got Gordon Hayward.
That's a good trade.
That's a great vet, young team. He knows pretty much how to win. He hasn't really gotten to the big game yet.
Right.
But they're a really young team. They're the youngest team in the league, right?
Yep.
So I think he could be really good. He doesn't need to be a 1 or 2 or 3. He can be the 4th best player.
Right.
Obviously, the 76ers, they got Buddy Hield, great sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it. Celtics got Xavier Tillman. Everyone forgets about him. He was starting last year against Lakers, and he's a good-ass center. Now you have him coming off the bench for the Celtics.
Right.
You could, even if you wanted to, you could start him for some reason if you wanted to.
Right.
Then obviously the Lakers got Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yep.
Love that.
Yep.
The Bucks got a good veteran who knows how to win and bring the aggressiveness.
That's a low-key, sneaky good move too, because they had campaign, which we talked about. We gave him a little love earlier in the pod.
Yeah.
He's really good. Like, he's a good scorer, but that's not what they need. They need defense. Get yourself a Pat Beverly. Honestly, I don't know why the Sixers got rid of him. Like, he's a good glue guy. You need that guy.
I
So
don't know
it's a
why
sneaky
they
good
did
move.
that. And then obviously the Knicks, they got Bojan and Burks that were kind of doing whatever in Detroit.
Right.
Now you actually have 2 good sharpshooters. So
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think we talked about in the beginning of this year, like I remember asking you, like, what are the Raptors doing? We don't know if they're in a win now mode, if they're not trying to take and lose, but they blew everything up, which is good. Like, that's what they need to do. The Bulls are in the same fucking situation, man. They're playing for mediocre the past 3 or 4 years. Like, you have all these stars, quote unquote, but like, they need to do something. So yeah, they're definitely losers. They need to rebuild. Like, get rid of Caruso, get rid of fucking DeMar DeRozan. Like, you need to send these guys out. Well, send them on winning teams. And I agree. I think the Suns also won too, getting Royce O'Neal, David Roddy. We gave David Roddy a little bit of love this year too, because he's a good little player for them to have.
Yeah, he is good. He's low-key good.
Plus Royce O'Neal, and they signed Thaddeus Young today too, so that's another good older vet to have. And then I just need to give some love real quick, because hometown kid, we need to give some love for the Detroit Pistons, because we've been saying all year, the only thing we needed them to do was fucking get rid of Killian Hayes. So the Detroit Pistons are winners for getting rid of that fucker. And they added a bunch of talent, but they're not going to go anywhere. I don't know if they're going to be the worst team in the league anymore, though, bro. I think they're going to
come up.
They might actually win more than the Wizards or the Spurs. They're only 2 games behind the Spurs and the Wizards right now. So they won a past couple. Like, they're a young team that always lose, like, close. So I think they can get over the hump, win 4 or 5 more games the rest of the year and not be the worst team in ever, and it'll be a good jump start in the season forward. And adding Quentin Grimes, like, he's an underrated dude from the Knicks that they probably hated to get rid of, but they're almost in win now mode. The fucking Knicks could make a Eastern Conference Finals.
That'd be cool. I actually like that team. All the Villanova players, like Dante DiVincenzo, coming off the bench, he's like dropping 30 a lot right now.
Right. Josh Hart's a big glue guy. Obviously, Jalen Brunson's that guy.
Yeah.
Julius Randle's fucking Julius Randle. We love hate him, you know.
So. All right, now before this ends, we'll do another segment.
Yeah.
Let's do our favorite game now.
Okay.
Random NBA player generator. I'll pause this real quick and we'll be right back. All right, let's pick guys that we actually will know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep generating until someone actually fucking pops up that we know.
Okay. Do you know Alondas Williams?
Bro, some of these players I don't even think are in the league.
Yeah, I know.
And some of these guys are too big, it'd be too obvious.
Right. Yeah, you want to do Giannis Antetokounmpo? That's too easy. All right. Interesting. All right, here we go. I like mine.
Alright, we're back with our new favorite segment. It is Guess who? But NBA player edition still. So Jacob has his guy. I'm still looking for someone that's on the fucking Pistons because that's what I keep hitting. So I'm gonna try to find someone that's not too bad. Alright, I'll do this. It might be obvious, but it's a good name.
Okay.
Alright.
So yours is a little obvious. Mine isn't. I don't know. We'll see. I think you can get my guy. He's not as obvious. He's not really a big star. Oh shit! I shouldn't say that. Fuck. All right, I gotta move it now. Redo it.
I should really mind. This
Okay.
guy is. I think this is a good one.
Would you have gotten Mo Wagner?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so I'll do someone a little.
Alright. I'm not. You should know him.
Okay.
Most NBA fans probably won't know my guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta stop talking.
All right, hold on. God damn it! Shit. I gotta find someone. Ah, shit, that was a good one. Fuck. All right, I got one for you.
Alright, you won last time.
Yep.
So, go ahead.
Okay. Is my player in the Eastern Conference?
No.
Okay.
Is my player in the Eastern Conference?
No. I'm gonna pull my notes again.
Alright, so West. I gotta win this time. Fuck. I just gotta make sure I ask you questions this time.
Right. Alright, I gotta get situated here real quick. Is my player a big man? Big man as in forward or bigger, not a guard.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so you said your players in the West?
Yep.
Alright. Is your player black or white?
He's black.
Alright. Good start.
Alright, and then is my player in NBA All-Star?
No. Is your player in the Southwest Division?
Shit. You gotta learn these divisions, man.
I know. I thought I used to know them by heart, but I guess not.
Yeah, same. It's not as easy as the NFL. I think 'cause there's more than. Shit, stinks. What division did you say?
Southwest.
No.
Alright, so alright, down to 2.
Okay. And then is my player in the Pacific Division?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright. Is your player in the Pacific Division?
He is, yes.
Alright, we're down to 5 teams.
Alright, and then is my player on a winning basketball team? Over 500.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Alright. Is your player on a team that has at least 30 wins?
Yes.
Alrighty, down to 3.
Okay, so he's not in the Pacific Division. He's on a losing team. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 guesses. All right, is my team in the Southwest Division?
Yes.
Okay. We're breaking it down. We're breaking it down.
Alright. Is your team in the state of California?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. So he's not in the Southwest Division, you said, right?
He is in the South.
He is in the Southwest Division. Okay. Does my player play in the state of Texas?
Ah, shit, my guy. He's not on that team anymore.
No.
Alright. Wait. Fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna tell you what division he is.
Okay. You tell me.
So this is huge. He got traded. So I think that does help you.
Oh shit. Okay.
Fuck Google. It says this is his current team right here, but it's not.
Oh shit. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna help you out. He got traded. He is in the
God
Central Division. So now take a guess.
Oh shit. Okay. So he's
And
in the
they're over 500, so that answers all your questions.
Okay, so
it's
over
down to 3
500.
teams.
Shit, does he play for the Bucks?
No.
Okay, so it only gives me 2
God damn it, Google. Why don't you update your shit quick and quick?
Literally. Alright, so.
Alright. Is your player on the Clippers?
He is, yes.
Alright.
Shit. Okay. Fuck, we're getting close. Alright. So, we just got traded. He's from the Western Conference. I don't think he played for the Pacers.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Because I was just saying, I don't think they made any moves.
Alright. Is your player an all-star? Or has your player ever been an all-star? Probably not if you have to think about it.
No, he has not.
Oh shit, see that's even harder now. So much scrubs. Alright. No. God damn, I think you already know because I said he got fucking traded.
You did.
Fuck! See?
Is my player the Creighton legend, Dougie McBuckets, Doug McDermott?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Ah, shit.
Alright, you get the last
It
chance.
actually helped you that I fucked up.
You did. It did too. Alright, this is final guess. If you get this, we'll tie. If you don't get it, obviously I don't win.
Alright, so there's an all-star. Alright, do I get one more hint then, and then I get a guess?
Would you like a hint?
Yes.
Okay. You get half a point if you get this right.
Alright, I'll take it.
So it'll be 2
It's a 0.5.
2.5. Okay. I will say this. Hold on.
Well, hold on. I'll try to break it down.
Yeah,
Alright.
you try breaking because I
Well,
feel
you
like I
said
did
he
win.
was, say he's black.
Yep.
So, hold on. Let me actually use my brain. Black.
Just sit think and look about it.
Black. Damn, there's so many guys I could get. I should get asked if he was a big or small.
I'll give you one more question if you want to ask.
Alright.
So if you want to ask that question, I can give you that.
Alright. Alright. Maybe it seems easy.
You get one question and one guess. I'll give you that.
Alright. Is your player
Unless you know right away. If you know right away, then you can say it right away. But I will. If you take one guess, you get half point if you get it right, or you just guess right now and you get the full point.
Fuck it. Alright. Fuck. Is your player Norm Powell?
No.
No. Terrence Mann.
No.
Bones Allen.
No.
Amar Coffey.
No.
God, Robert Covington.
No.
Nicholas Batum.
No.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker was the guess.
God damn it. Well, I lost again. I'm obviously
Damn
not
it.
fucking good at this game. Jacob's up 2-0.
Let's go, baby.
Damn, I think me messing up actually helped you more.
It really did because I was if I pulled Spurs like I was going to, I would have never fucking got it.
God damn it. Well, that wraps up this amazing podcast. Thank you for everyone that listening.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
And I'm 0-2 again. And guess who? We shall see you guys next week, possibly with a guest. And yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
All right, thank you guys. Hudson, anything to say?